Hi family, I'm so glad you're here. If you remember in one of my other videos, we talked about having a vision for your life and also putting your vision out in the atmosphere by creating a vision board. Well, I haven't created mine yet. And one of the reasons is because I missed a party that a friend and coworker normally has. She normally has a vision board party, and something came up and I wasn't able to attend. So I haven't created my vision board yet. So I thought it would be a good idea if we did one together. So what I did was I went and I picked up all of the things that I would need to create a vision board. And as you can see here, I have some magazines, I have some glue and glitter, I have pens and markers, scissors, all kinds of little odds and ends that I would use to create a vision board. And of course, I have my poster board right here that I'm going to put everything on. But I forgot that I had this nice little box that Angela created for me, my friend, and in it has all of the other things that I need. So I have more than enough supplies, scissors and glue and letters. And these are all of the things that you'll need to create your own vision board. Again, you just want to make it as fun as possible. And hopefully you did what I suggested in the last video, and that's to pray first and just make sure that your vision aligns with the vision that God has for your life. So I'm going to get started here. Now, if you don't already have your supplies, what you could do is you can go out and get all the supplies that you need, and you can always run this video back and then you can start along with me, and it'll be as we're creating our vision boards together. So I'm going to take one of my magazines, and what you do is you just really just go through and pick out the things that you want to put on your board that aligns with the vision you have for your life for the year. And one of the things that I know is important to me is I am in the market for a new home. So that is one of my dreams and desires. So I found a picture of a house here. Now, not necessarily it'll be this house, but it's just a representation of me getting a new house. So I'm looking for my scissors here. Let's see. I have several pairs. So you just get your scissors and you just start cutting out different things that you want to put on your board. And you're just going to start with, finding the various pictures or words of affirmation that you want to line on your board. So I'll just begin going through the different magazines, picking out things that I want to have. I did cut a few things early on, a few affirmations that I wanted to put on my board. So I have those. And then one of the very nice things that Angela had in the packet that I have here, and you can see I've been cutting and doing already, but some of the affirmations that you find, you pick out the ones that pair with, the way that you see your life in the coming year. For instance, just to read some of them, one says, good, better, best. Never let it rest till your good is better and your better is best. Now that's very nice. There's also one that says, you'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routine. So there's, just a bunch of different ones. Now there was one that really I thought fit me and what I'm doing right now in my life. Let's see if I can find it here. Let me just go through. But you go through in the magazines, in different things that you find, words that you want to put on the book on your poster board, so that it'll be something that you feel that you can live by for the year. The one that I found that I thought was closest to what I'm doing now, it says, The happiest people don't have the best of everything. They just make the best of everything. And that ties into do you, do you, and love the life you live right now. You know, making the best of your life right now. I thought that really fit. And then there was another that I thought was really good. And I'm just going to go through and cut some of these off. And I will get all the pictures and everything. And then we'll come back and we'll actually put them on the board. So I usually start by putting the date at the top of my board and then just putting a little something to kind of just highlight the year. So we're in 2022 and this is my vision board. So I found this little stencil and it says good things are going to happen. And I truly believe that for me and my family in this year, that good things are going to happen for us. And I picked up this adhesive spray. I've seen a lot of other vloggers use this. I got it from the dollar store. And so I'm just going to, I hope it works for me here. I'm going to spray in this area here where I'm going to put my stencil. And I think I have it in the right area. Yeah, I'm just going to just put some spray there. And I'm going to lay my stencil down right on top of it. And then I picked up these cute little jars of glitter, one green and one pink, and what I'm going to do is open those up and then I'm just going to sprinkle them on to my board here in the area where I have the adhesive spray. This is the first I've done this, but I feel like a kid. I feel like a kid using my glitter. And you know, glitter can get very messy, but if you have something that you can gather it back up in, it should work fine. But I'm going to leave that there for right now. And then I'm going to go into another section. One of the things that I know for me in this year, and I did pray on it, is that the Lord wants me to be more into my family. You know, and I'm grateful to the pandemic for this, that it brought me closer once again to my family. And I think that family is one of those things that's so important. And I really truly believe that God allowed us that time to regroup and reconnect with our family. So family is very important. And I want in this year for my family to be both successful, healthy, and also happy. So let me pull this. Let me see if I can get here. So I have family up here. And then just off to the side, I'm going to put this other sticker that says happy family, because I want us to be happy. And one of the ways that we can be happy is just by conversating and enjoying each other, having dinner and going out and doing things, or having a family game night. But also when it comes to family, one of the things that the Lord told me is that in this year, we need to continue some old traditions, but we also need to start some new ones. And one of the new traditions is that we need to be open and honest and be able to share our hearts with each other without worry of, you know, if someone's going to get mad or upset or anything like that. Because part of being a family is that we should be able to share with one another and really, you know, uncover ourselves, be naked in a sense with one another when it comes to, you know, what's going on with us, you know, what's in our hearts, what are our goals and our dreams. So family is very important. We want to have quality time, and I found another sticker that said quality time. So all of that's important for me in this year, to reconnect with my family and for us to just grow stronger together. So that section there, and I'm going to leave that. I may add some things to it later on, but that's what I have right now, that's something that I need to grow in 2022. And also, in one of my previous videos, my husband and I talked about this being our 40th anniversary, and that we would like to go on a vacation. And so we have a few places in mind, and some of you even sent me some information to let me know where you think we should go. I think some of the suggestions was Hawaii and Dubai and so what was some of the other ones? Aruba. Someone mentioned Turks and Caicos, and I can let you know just right now. And I am going to do another video where my husband and I talk about where we have decided to go, and we'll also let you in on all of the celebratory events that we plan for this year. But I can say offhand, my husband has decided not to go to Hawaii. And the reason being, we took a look at a video that kind of showed us where Hawaii sits in relation to the land that's nearby. And after seeing where Hawaii sits, where, it's really nothing but water all around, he decided that's just not the place that we need to go. So we laughed about that. But so Hawaii is definitely out of the question for us right now. I still would like to go. I'm going to maybe get a girls' trip going and try to get to Hawaii. But this year, a vacation, a really good vacation. I want to go somewhere that seems to me like a paradise. Many people have gone and taken pictures of themselves in different areas, and I'd like to go somewhere where the sand is really beautiful and the water is clear and blue, real blue or green, something like that. I just really want to get away. We don't get a chance to go often. And I don't think it's because we can't. I think we just haven't really taken the time to do that. But that's something that's important in this year as we celebrate 40 years, to really go somewhere and have a wonderful vacation. But also, I found some things that I wanted to add to the board. If you've watched some of my videos, you know that getting in shape is important, that I'm still on my weight loss journey. So I found some things in the Shape magazine that I wanted to add to my board. And it's being healthy and in good shape, fit and healthy. So I found a few things that I'm going to add because that's important in this year for me to continue with my weight loss journey. And it's not so much just about, being vain or anything like that, but, you really have to look out for your health, especially when you get to be a certain age. You want to just make sure that you're in good health, seeing the doctor and exercising and taking time to just clear your mind and get in a good space with yourself. I was reading somewhere where it talked about you have to have self-compassion. And I take that to mean, as much as I'm trying to continue to be on my journey, I can't beat myself down if I'm not, making the mark as I assume that I should, or it's not going as fast as I would like it to go. So I'm putting that on the board because that is still something important for me in this year. And I am saying that in this year, I am going to lose this weight. I said in one of my other videos, for real this time. Well, I mean that for real this time, I am going to get in shape. And along with getting in shape, I want to be able to take care of myself, take care of my skin and, make sure that I'm taking my vitamins. Look out for another video where I go into more detail about that. But, it's important because you don't want to get in your older age and not have yourself, in order. You want to make sure that all is well as we begin to age. So look out for that video coming up. So it's important to, take care of skin. And in this year, what's important to me is to really just pay attention to, moisturizing, making sure I'm doing good and proper skin care. And I'm sure that's important for you too. So, I found some things that I wanted to just kind of put on here. I want to be able to take time away, and I have the word escape here, and escape is not just in escaping away to a vacation, but just sometimes escaping to that quality, quiet time with yourself. You know, that sounds crazy, but sometimes you just need time alone with yourself to kind of regroup. You know, think about things that are important to you and what you want out of life. And sometimes you have to be alone to do that. So those are some of the things I have on the board. Now, going back to my stencil that says good things are going to happen. Well, I truly believe that good things are going to happen because I have to remember that first and foremost, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. And so I'm putting that on the board here because I want to make sure that I remember that in this year that I am blessed. And because I'm blessed, good things are going to happen. Not necessarily all the time of my own doing, but I believe because I believe because I'm a child of God that, you know, because God has allowed it, that I am going to be blessed. So I'm putting some arrows from good things are going to happen because I'm blessed. And also, they're going to happen because of my faith in God. Having faith in God, He's the one that has kept me in the many years that I've been on this earth. He's the one that has kept me motivated and having a hope. So I believe that good things are going to happen to me because I have faith in God. And what I'm doing is I'm just putting some things down. Like I said, you just take your time and play around it. It's your board. It doesn't have to look the way someone else's looks. It doesn't have to be set up in any type of format. These are just some things that you can look back at and see for the year. And remember, when I talked in the last video, it says that the reason we write it down and put it on paper is because it's going to keep us, it's going to be in the forefront of our minds. So everything I'm writing down will be on my mind, and it's going to cause me to make it happen. I remember doing a vision board with my cousin Anita. I mentioned my cousin Anita in my 40th celebration video. Well, my cousin Anita, I remember we did a vision board together, and she put down that she wanted to build a house, that she wanted to get a new house and build it. And during the pandemic, just in the last year, she did just what she said, just what she had written down. And so it says that if you write it down, it shall come to pass. So I think in the past, when I used to see people talking about doing a vision board and things like that, I heard it, but it kind of went in one ear and out the other. But now I realize that it is vital. You know, it says without a vision, the people perish. So we need to have a vision. And it's good to take a look at that vision, something that you can refer to. So here I'm just lying to all of the things why I think good things are going to happen to me today. And that one I just wrote is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that's Philippians 4:13. That's another reason that good things are going to happen, because I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So I'm just having fun here, putting some things down on the board. The other thing that's really important to me is, and I mentioned it, as I said, I want a new house myself. My vision is to build one, to have one built. But if it doesn't come that way, and it's just a big, beautiful home that I purchased that's already there and waiting for me, that's fine too. But I believe that this is the time. I said in one of my videos that I wanted to learn to appreciate the home that I'm in now. And I truly believe that once I get to the place where I'm so happy here in the home that I have, that God's going to say, okay, time to go. So I want to be ready for that. And what I'm doing is, I know that God has me and that He's going to make things come about, but I'm doing the work. I'm going to, see the realtor and get pre-approved and do all the things that I need to do so that when that house is ready for me or when it's ready to be built, I know that I am ready. I found this one little affirmation that says, change starts with you. And that's so true, because a lot of times I think we look for something new to happen, or, we look for change to come. But really, a lot of times in our lives, the change doesn't come unless we do something. It goes back to, if you do the same thing all the time, you can't expect a different result. So I don't know where I'm going to put this. I think I'm just going to put it right here in the middle. But it does. It really starts with you. It's, just like with my weight loss journey, nobody is going to be able to do that for me but me, So I have to be the one conscious of my exercise, conscious of what I'm eating and what I'm doing. I have to be the one. Then here's one that says, you'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secrets of your success is found in your daily routine. I want to make it a habit of, even though routine is good because it causes habit, I just want to make it a habit of doing something different every day. Outside of what you would normally do every day. I just want to make it a habit of doing something different. And in this year, I believe that that is what I am going to do. And then I think I talked about this one. The happiest people don't have the best of everything. They just make the best of everything. And I think that goes along with my slogan here at Alberta's Love Your Life. Be you, do you, and love the life you live right now. And that's, taking what you have right now and making the best of it. Finding the things that you love to do. Being around the people that celebrate you, and in turn you can celebrate them. Life is too short. It really is. Sometimes we say that and it's very cliche-ish, but life is short. I think if we've learned anything in the pandemic, that is one of them, that life is short, and so we have to live it to the fullest. I found this one that says, sometimes later becomes never. Do it now. And while I'm looking at this thing, let me just let you know that I started my YouTube channel because during the pandemic, I was, just going through the internet and looking at different things. And I started seeing all of the people that were doing things on the internet, vlogging and blogging and, all of the things that they do. And I know that, speaking and writing has always been me. That's always something that I loved. But when I saw it, I really didn't think that it was something that I could do. But I ran it past my two daughters, and, they looked at what I was trying to do, and they said, that they would come aboard and help me. And I really believe that because I decided to start, even, thinking that it wasn't something I could do, that it really has been a blessing for me. I really love what I'm doing. Whether I have one viewer or two viewers, this is something that I really love to do. So I'm grateful that you're here with me, and again, I hope that you're going out and getting some of the things that you want to put on your board so that you can make your vision for the year. There was something else here that I saw that I liked. And I will go back later on and add to this board some of the things, because I want to add, I need to get some pictures of, I want to add the Bible, and I want to add, some type of cross, because it's very important to me in this year that I draw closer to God. I am a Christian. And I truly believe that, my life is in Him, and that through Him I can do all things. And it is important that even though I'm I'm doing my YouTube channel and doing other things, it's important that I stay close to him, that I will live my life the way that he truly wants me to live. Um, and so I found this thing that says, life is a beautiful ride. And I thought that this was really something I wanted to add. It really is. We go through, and, I don't want to sound like I'm preaching or anything, because I'm not. We all have hardships and things like that. And we go through a lot of things in life. But if you ever just, how they say, stop and smell the roses, or if you ever just take a trip down to the shore and look out at the ocean, and all of the beautiful things in life, it is really a beautiful ride. Now, I know, there's a lot of unrest in the world right now. You have, the racism, you have fear and insecurity, and people just don't know where to turn because of, what's happening in the world through politics and all kind of things. But, every day above ground really is a good day. I hear that a lot, and it sounds like it's a cliche, but it's not. It really is. It really is the truth, because as we've seen so many people leave here, I'm grateful that I'm here another day, even here right now, doing a vision board with all of you. Um, Life is not, it's not easy, but we have to take the little moments. I heard, I can't remember if it was T.D. Jakes or it was somebody else, but they said, life really is about moments, moment to moment, we live, and we have to take advantage of every moment, because you don't know when the next moment might be your last. And, if it's not a bad one, brush your feet off, how they say, dust your feet off or whatever, and then just move on to the next day. You can't wallow in, what's past. You can't wallow in, if something happened that was not good, because it's not going to be always. There's a song that says, what is it? How does it go? It doesn't last always, that things are going to change. So, you want to live in the moment and, just be grateful for life. And that's what I'm trying to do. And that was one of the reasons that I started the channel, because even at my age, you find sometimes that you take things for granted, even life itself, we take it for granted that, I woke up this morning, and no, it's a gift, and we have to do something each day with the gift that we're given, because everybody didn't wake up, this morning. I think I cut that out pretty good. I'm just going to do a few snips here, and then I'm going to put that on. But again, so your board is all about, what is important to you in this year. What are the things, what are the affirmations or things that you want to live by, and I want to be happy. I want to live and not just exist. Now, I'm not naive to think that every day is going to be happy, that every moment is going to be happy. No, but I can choose to make the best out of every moment. And I'm speaking this out into the atmosphere, because it's hard for me sometimes too. Sometimes I'm like, I always say, what is this life thing all about? Lord, please tell me. And, things are not always easy. But, we can choose to be happy. We can choose to make the best out of every moment. We can really choose to do that. So that's what I choose to do. And I hope that you will follow suit. Find the things that make you happy. Stay around the people that make you happy. You don't have to stay around people that don't celebrate you. I'm not saying don't say hi and don't be friendly. I'm saying just don't, you don't have to stay in that environment. Say hi and bye and keep it moving, and find the people that celebrate you and that are happy to see you coming. If it seems like, every time you come around, they don't seem to, be happy, or it's always a problem, then that's not, people that you want to stay around. So it's coming along. Now I'm going to leave this section and I will do it later, and maybe at a later time I will come back and show you, because again, I didn't find it in any of the magazines I have, but I wanted to find a nice cross and a Bible, and a church, something that I can show where I want to, read and study and really draw closer to the Lord. So I'm going to leave that space, and maybe in another video I will come back and show you where I filled in. But then once you've gotten to this point on your board, the other thing that I do, and this is just for fun, and hopefully I put these little, I don't know if you call them little jewels or dots or whatever, but I usually just go around and play. And this is, it doesn't have anything to do with your vision, but it's just something to play around with on your board to, make the board look nice. And if you're going to look at it all year long, you want it to look like something. So I usually just do that. I've seen other people do boards, and they might, line the board with glitter, or, some other kind of really, jewels or diamonds and things like that. And, just to make the board look nice. And I have a bunch of these, and what I'll do at a later time, I may even just fill it up with these in various spots. But for now, I think that this will work. And I don't want to go into this area too much, because again, I don't want to complete my vision board without putting down, again, the Bible and reference books and things like that, something on there, so that I know that what also is important, it's also important to draw closer. In fact, that's one of the most important things on my vision for this year, is to draw closer to God, so that I can be all He wants me to be. Part of loving my life is loving the life. Now, how did I get this piece of hair here? Let me see if I can get that on. But it's loving the life that God gave me. I was thinking about the board before I started today with you guys. I was thinking, if there's only one me, isn't that something? There's only one you. There'll never be another me. That I have children and they have, some of my characteristics and things like that. But I am the only me there will ever be. I think about my parents. They're both deceased, and I have some of their characteristics. But even in that, I can never be my mother. I can never be my father. I can only be me. So I'm so grateful for that. And that's one of the reasons that I am loving my life. I'm unique. What the Bible says, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I pull this up, if anything happened. I hope I didn't stick the whole thing to the board. Let's see. Oh, no, it looks like it's coming up pretty good. So now we just have to shake all of that down. And I want to find let's see if I can get a good piece of paper here, and we'll shake it down. That's the first time I use that. And again, it really just makes me feel like a kid with the glitter. So let's see. I'm going to shake all the excess glitter down here. Let's see. There's still a lot. I wish I had. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take this paintbrush and maybe I can brush some of it off. Doesn't look too bad. It's different. It's the first time I've done something like that. Oh, this brush is really hard. I guess this is the kind you have to work with. Let's see. See if we can get some of this brushed off here. And then I'll shake it down one more time. But again, it's your board. You do what you want to do with it. Make it look as nice as you want. Like I said, I won't finish all of it right now, but I will go back and revisit it and add to it. And if you make a board, if you don't mind, take a picture of it and drop it to me in the comments below and let me see what you've come up with. I mean, I've seen some boards that were just wonderful. And I think I just messed up here with my glitter, but that's okay. But that were really, really wonderful. People go all out with their boards. I just play around with it. Something that I can look at, throughout the year. See, that looks a little fuzzy, but that's not too bad. Can you see that? Good things are going to happen. So this is my board for the year. I am, like I said, I'm going to add to it here, and I might find some other things. I didn't find a lot in the magazines that I have, but what I found, I think, is enough to represent what I believe God has said for me in this year. In this year, he blessed me with 40 years with my husband, and we are going to go on a wonderful vacation. In this year, I am going to spend more quality time with my family. We're going to start some new traditions, some game nights, and some Sunday dinners again, and things like that. And we're going to be happy. I'm going to realize that anything that I want to do, it has to start with me. Change starts with me. In this year, I am going to work towards that new house that I'm talking about. One of the things I didn't mention is many years ago, someone prophesied over my life, and they said that, I was going to get, a new home. And they said, and when you see this house, and I was like, oh yes, Lord, when I see this house. And I believe that to be so. And I believe that the Lord has it coming. He has it coming for me soon. So I'm going to prepare myself for the new house that my husband and I will get. I am going to realize that sometimes later becomes never, and to do it now. And I believe I said that in one of my videos. It's time to, get up and do. You have to do today what you've been putting off for tomorrow. So I'm going to live by that in this year. I'm going to stay on my weight loss journey, and I'm going to escape and do some time alone for me, whether it's, pampering myself or giving myself a facial, and, even here in the house, doing a facial, doing my nails, taking time where I can, meditate and read and just, find out who I am, be with myself a little bit. That's something that I want to continue. I want good health. I want to make sure that I'm eating and exercising. So those are some of the things that are in the plans for me for 2022. I just noticed that my 2 is falling. Let's see if I can get that back on there. Yeah, it's on there. Hopefully it'll stay. But so, again, you just want to have fun with your board. Cut out some pictures, cut out some affirmations, and, pray over it, see what the Lord has for you, and just really have fun with it. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoy creating a vision board with me. And I hope that you'll create your own. And if you do, drop me a picture of it in the comments below. I'd love to see it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Give me a good thumbs up if you like this video or any of the videos that I've done. It really helps me out a lot. As always, be you, do you, and love the life you live right now.